So let's talk about hooded eyes and winged liner. For years, I thought that there was no way to create a winged liner on a hooded eye that looked good. I mean, let's face it, y'all, we lose our products in our crease. Our crease just goes bye-bye. Very hard to create that, but I want to tell you about our perfect eyeliner pen. I'm just going to give you a little sample here. Our eyeliner pen is a felt tip. So depending on how you lay it, you'll get a thin line or a very thick line. Okay? Now, our liners, this liner is smudge proof. It's got a smudge proof formula. You can use it to create all kinds of looks, but you want to give it a second to completely dry before touching it. It is flake resistant. It is smudge proof. Not sure you believe me? Yeah. So let's play. Let's talk hooded eyes and winged liner. The first thing you want to remember is we can't do our eyeliner like everybody else. If we were to draw a line on all the way across that is thicker, like Adele does, you're not even going to see that we have eyeshadow on. So if you don't mind, I'm actually going to look in my bigger mirror, which is just above my camera, and you guys just follow along. The first thing I want to do is I want to lay a line that's going to be the outside of my wing. Now, where my wing lays may not be where your wing lays. I lay mine so that it comes just to the outside of my eyebrow. That's a natural place for me. But what makes us hooded girls different? Many videos that you watch on YouTube, they extend the line straight out from the corner. Well, if we do that, that line gets lost. That's where it vanishes at on us. So if you actually look very closely at your eye, hooded eye girls, you're going to come out here. Most are here. We're going to come out here with ours. And I am just going to lay that pen right there, okay? And then I'm just going to draw it up. And I'm not going to talk. I'm going to do it and then explain it. There. So now let's stop and explain. This is going to be a little bit more dramatic liner. If I didn't want it to be dramatic, I would stop it further up. But if you see how it's like not right up to that crease, okay? It's not right completely there. We're going to make that blend, don't panic. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the other part of the triangle. And I'm just going to lay it and draw it. See that? Now the reason we have to apply our winged liner with our eyes open for hooded girls is that if you do it and your eyes are completely closed, you can't see where it's actually going to lay. You're going to wing it and then you're going to open your eye and you're going to be like, whoa, where did my wing just go? I don't even see it. So this is what I would call a date night. This is our version of an Adele, okay? It's going to be a little bolder. It's going to be a little higher. Now I'm going to angle it in. Now I'm going to thicken it up. And bring it across. I tend to dot through this because I want a very, very thin line because I don't want to lose my entire lid. And then I am literally just very, very lightly connecting the dots. See that? I'm going to make sure it's all the way down into my lash line. But I don't want to go any higher because see how you can still see the brightness of my shadow. Now, we still have this pretty gap right here. I'm going to make it a natural extension, but I want the focus to be on the top line, not the bottom, okay? So I'm not going to go all the way in. I'm just going to fill in that space and connect it. See how fine that is? Because of our pencils, we can create a very, very, very fine line to blend it in. See that? Winged liner for a hooded eye. When you're doing winged liner on a hooded eye, the mistake that you don't want to make is many people wing here, okay? On someone that has hooded eyes, when you wing out and down, it pulls that eye even further down. You need to wing out and up to open the eye up, okay? So you can wear a winged eye. It just doesn't look like everybody else's. And y'all are probably like me. We all watch the same YouTube tutorials to learn how to do it and can't figure out why it doesn't look good on us. One, we don't have a product that we need that can give us that really, really fine line. And we're winging it in the wrong direction, right? So now I'm going to sit back and look at it. Do I want to thicken it up? Am I happy with that thickness? Am I going for a cat eye? Am I going for a more Egyptian look? Am I going for an everyday natural wing? Am I going to come back in with my shadow a little darker, make that a smoky wing? What are my plans? So if I'm looking at this in my eye, I'm thinking, I want a little bit more Adele without losing my entire eyelid because I don't have much eyelid. So in that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right here and make it wider here. I am not making it wide on my whole lid. I'm choosing where I want it to be wider at. See that? So with my eyes open, maybe it looks like I've got an Adele. I wish I looked like her. Heck, I wish I sang like her. I mean, let's face it, who does not want to be Adele? She's goals with winged eyes. But I don't want to lose my entire lid because I'm already hooded. Now you may say, how are you going to make that look natural? Because, you know, when your eyes are closed, you can kind of see this right here. Well, if you want to, bring it down, blend it in. Because we're hooded. Nobody's going to see it anyway. You can go very dramatic. You want to make sure you put the rest of it where it needs to be, though. Now, what I would do personally is I'd pull back out my palette. And if I'm doing a winged liner, I'm going to do a much smokier eye. So I'm going to pull out my number 8 brownie points. I'm going to give that a second to dry because once it sets, this ain't going nowhere. I'm going to get a dab of that. And I'm going to come in there and I'm going to just smoke it up a little bit. I'm going very light with my brush. And voila, I have a natural looking winged liner and I have hooded eyes. It can be done, ladies. We just have to practice a little bit. And it's very, very important to make sure that you're using a product that really works with us hooded girls. I am a fan. I'm such a huge fan of our Perfect Eyeliner pen for this reason. It is such a fine felt tip that I can lay it exactly where I need it to be for me. And then I have options from there. I can go very, very fine in the corner to give it a little bit more of a glam look. I could go a little bit shorter, like not have that. Just give it a little simple everyday wing. We have options. So I hope that helped you ladies figure out how us hooded girls can still rock a winged eye. We don't have to sacrifice beauty just because we have wings, y'all, and we have hoods. I hope y'all are having an amazing day. I'm going to see you in the next video.